Something just seems a little off. What's changed since last season?
Not much, Mark. Oh, wait, are you talking about how our president's impeached?
No, that's not it.
How about how America killed an Iranian general?
I don't think that's it either.
Australia being on fire?
You know what it is? You got a new jacket.
Oh yeah, that too.
They did not like Obamacare in a box with a fox, in a house, or with a mouse.
Pokemon go to the polls.
Have decided in 2020 to run for president.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys.
To get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
Hello everyone and welcome back to season 2 of Nude News. I'm Andrew Furman.
And I'm Mark Ramson. Boy, Andrew, a lot has changed since the last season.
You're not wrong, my friend. This episode, we're going to introduce you all to some hot topics that we will continue to follow for the rest of the season.
So let's hop right into it.
Earlier this week, the smallest and whitest Democratic debate occurred at Drake University. The 6 candidates, which included Vice President Joe Biden, South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg, billionaire Tom Steyer, Senators Bernie Sanders, Amy Klobuchar, and Elizabeth Warren, made their final appeal to voters before the Iowa caucus. The topic of Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar's electability dominated the pre- and post-debate coverage, as stories circulated before the candidates took the stage that Bernie Sanders believed a woman could not beat Donald Trump in a general election.
Sanders claimed that he never made such statements, but it did not stop the topic from coming up throughout the night. Warren was quick to point out that Senator Klobuchar and her were the only 2 candidates never to lose an election. After the debate, a CNN live mic picked up an exchange between Senator Warren and Sanders, in which Warren accused Sanders of calling her a liar on TV. Sanders responded by saying that this wasn't the correct place to have the conversation. The Iowa caucus is the first primary in this election cycle and will take place on February 3rd. The latest Iowa polls have indicated that Bernie Sanders is now the frontrunner going into February.
Our first story on this show was a profile of the possibility of impeachment. It's only fitting that on our first episode of season 2, we get to update you all on it. President Trump has officially been impeached in the House of Representatives after a heated partisan vote. The case has been sent to the Senate, and Chief Justice John Roberts is preparing to preside over the trial. It appears that no witnesses will be allowed to testify in an effort by Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to expedite the trial.
The impeachment articles stem from a phone call between President Trump and the Ukrainian president over United States military aid and the investigation of Joe Biden's son.
The trial will force Senators Warren, Sanders, and Klobuchar to return to Washington instead of campaigning in Iowa.
For the past few months, fires have been raging all across Australia, displacing thousands of people and animals. So far, over 25 million acres have been burned across the continent, distributed throughout New South Wales and Victoria, where the fires are most intense. In recent years, Australia has been experiencing a drought, which has only made the matters worse. Some also believe that climate change has played a huge role in causing these massive fires.
At least 24 people have died so far as a result of these fires, with more than 2,000 homes being destroyed and millions of animals expected to have been killed or displaced. Despite this, recent data has shown a slight shift in weather conditions toward improvement.
On January 3, 2020, an American airstrike killed Major Iranian General Soleimani. Following the attack, many feared it may escalate the further Iranian-American conflict, as the Iranian people had a 70% of approval rating for the military official. Following the attack, the United States was the target for some ballistic airstrikes at housing bases located in Iraq. Luckily, a warning from the Iraqi government allowed for the U.S. troops to disperse to nearby bunkers. There are no major casualties or injuries in efforts to de-escalate the situation.
On January 16th, a trade deal was signed between the United States and China called Phase 1, which temporarily puts a stop to all tariffs between the 2 world leaders. This diplomatic maneuver is a huge step to lower the ever-growing economic tensions between the 2 countries, which have depreciated over the past few years. In exchange for the removal of all tariffs on Chinese goods, China has agreed to stop manipulating their currency as well as protecting the intellectual property rights of major U.S. tech companies.
And that, my friends, is the Nude News.
Special thanks to everyone involved with the show last season as well as this season. We have a fantastic crew here at Nude News and are happy to welcome in our newest writer, Victoria Mashuli.
In addition, thank you to all of our viewers who have been watching all of our previous episodes. We appreciate the support and have a lot of great interviews and content coming out around the corner in Season 2.
That's all for today, folks. I'm Andrew Furman.
And I'm Mark Ramson.
And remember, size only matters when it comes to poll numbers.
And maybe crowd sizes.
See you next time.